Welcome to DRR channel. In this video, I talk about vernacular architecture. Vernacular architecture tends to evolve over time to reflect the environmental, cultural, technology and historical context in which it exists. All forms of vernacular architecture are built to meet specific needs, the value, economics, and the way of life of the culture that produced them. It is the simplest form for addressing human needs. Vernacular architecture is a category of architecture based on localized needs, construction material, and reflecting local traditions. About vernacular architecture. Simpler than what the technology of the time is capable of maintaining. Characterized by inexpensive materials and make use of common regional forms and materials at a particular place and time. Tends to be commonplace and to reflect the everyday life and experiences of people within a culture or region, often called ordinary or traditional built environment. Architectural elements. The elements are climate, materials, environment and materials, influences on the vernacular, culture. First is climate. One of the most significant influences on vernacular architecture is the macroclimate of the area in which the building is constructed. Climate influences on vernacular architecture are sustained and can be extremely complex. The man-made elements interact with the natural microclimate to determine the factors affecting comfort in the building environment: light, heat, wind, and humidity. Materials. Type of structure and materials used for a dwelling vary depending on how permanent it is. Permanent dwelling often offer a great degree of protection and shelter from the elements. Over time, dwellings architecture may come to reflect a very specific geographical locales. The building materials, surface textures, and color of export surface of the building, and the design open spaces such as streets, courtyards, gardens, and squares. Environment and materials. The local environment and the construction material can governs many aspects of vernacular architecture. Areas rich in trees will develop a wooden vernacular, while areas without much wood may use mud or stone. It almost by definition is sustainable and will not exhaust the local resources. It related to their environmental context and available resources, utilizing traditional technologies. Influences on the vernacular. Vernacular architecture is influenced by a great range of different aspects of human behavior and environment, leading to differing building forms for almost every different context. Even neighboring villages may have subtly different approaches to the construction and use of their dwellings, even if they at first appear the same. Culture. The way of life of building occupants and the way they use their shelter is a great influence on building forms. Culture has a great influence on the appearance of vernacular buildings, as occupants often decorate buildings in accordance with local customs and beliefs. Why they are vernacular? Each example is vernacular because they came from a tradition of some kind. For example, the log hut was built a certain way because of tradition. This is an example of typical thatched roof, stone wall shade. Regional variation. Building materials depends on location. In hilly areas, rocky, ashlar, mud mortar to form wall. Houses on hills usually have 2 stories with livestock living on the ground floor. The roof is pitched to deal with the monsoon season, and the house may sit on raised plinth or bamboo poles to cope with floods. Indian vernacular architecture has evolved organically over time through the skillful craftsmanship of the local people. Indian vernacular architecture is the informal, functional architecture of structures, often in rural areas of India, built of local materials and designed to meet the need of the local people. In Indian vernacular architecture, the building forms are Kacha, Pakka and Semi-Pakka. First is a Kacha is a building made of natural materials such as mud, grass, bamboo, hedge or sticks and is therefore a short-lived structure. The advantage of Kacha is that the construction material are cheap and easily available and relatively little labor is required. Then Pakka. Pakka is a structure made from materials resistant to wear such as form of stone or brick, clay tiles, metal or other durable materials. Such structures are inexpensive to construct as the materials are costly and more labor is required. Then Semi-Pakka. A combination of the Kacha and Pakka style, the Semi-Pakka has evolved as villagers have acquired two resources to added elements. Its conclusion are tends to evolve over time to reflect the environment, culture, and historical context in which it exists. Provides desired comfort, being energy efficient, withstand the climate, transported by local traditions. By Dear Arch, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much.